Good morning, everyone. This is Tim Wilmot speaking from Wizard Systems. Thanks for joining me today for this presentation to show you the capabilities of Workbooks CRM, what areas of your business it can address, and how my company, Wizard Systems, can help you with your CRM project. Now, we run these short presentations every Friday, focusing on different aspects of Workbooks and CRM. And today we're going to look more closely at opportunity management. How do you keep a track of your sales pipeline, your sales forecast, potential revenue coming into the business? This presentation will be approximately half an hour or so. It's just a basic session. Everyone uses CRM in different ways. Everyone's got different requirements. And I wouldn't have enough time this morning to go over all of the extensive capabilities. So after this session, if you want to explore Workbooks in more detail, we'd love to organize more of a one-to-one session with you and your company, and we can obviously then go over your specific needs. Now, also on the call today, we've got approximately 30 people, and looking down through the names, I can spot some people that are already trialing Workbooks, and I'm sure some people who've never seen it before. So excuse me if I'm going over some existing information you may already know. I need to go at the speed of the slower, so to speak. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. Your microphone is on mute. If you've got any questions, please type those in as you think of them into the questions section on your meeting control panel, which you'll probably see lurking in your top right corner of your screen, and I will answer those at the end of the session. Also, this presentation is being recorded. You'll get a little email, automatic email from our system with a link to recording, maybe about an hour or so, or a couple of hours after the recording, and you can share that with your colleagues, and we'll most likely put it up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. Just a brief mention about my company, Wizard Systems. We're an independent dealer of CRM systems. We've been doing this a long time. We've implemented well over 3,000 installations up and down the UK, mainly into small and medium-sized companies. And as you may know already, Workbooks is a cloud system, so there's nothing to install. You don't need to worry about upgrades or backups. It's all done for you. And we have some customers that do their own thing with Workbooks. They set it up themselves, teach themselves how to use it. But we're here on hand to assist you in any step of the way. If you need any help in getting the system set up, implementing it, customizing it to your requirements, providing you training, we can train you at your place. You can come to our premises. We're based near Bristol. Or we can do training online as well. And all the ongoing support also. We've got a nice, friendly, responsive help desk. So if you get stuck, you can call us and we'll do our very best to sort out any queries that you've got. So in working with you, what we want to try and get at is what are you looking to achieve with your new CRM system? What issues are you looking to solve? What objectives are you looking to achieve? Are you looking to replace an older CRM system? Are you just starting up in business and you recognize you need a central system to track your leads and develop your business? Do you want to improve your marketing, improve your sales process, improve the way you do sales quotes? Improve your customer service. We focus on many of these different aspects in our other weekly webinars. So that's our guiding principle. And how are we going to measure after a few months of using Workbooks? We look back and think, well, what have we achieved? What's the ROI on our investment in Workbooks? So what is Workbooks? It's a ready-made system to manage in one place all of the information about your leads, prospect, customers, and your interactions with those people. So it's a great way of sharing information, improving teamwork. It's got some marketing tools in there as well to help you be more proactive in your communications to those prospects and customers. Now, unusually for a CRM system, it also has the capability, and as this is relevant to today's discussion on opportunity management, is the ability to do sales quotes and an option to then create sales orders and invoices. Now, there's two editions of Workbooks that you can sign up for. There's CRM edition and Business edition. Business Edition will do the financial stuff like creating orders and invoices. CRM Edition we'll take up to quote stage. So it's all the basic CRM stuff. And you can mix and match these two editions. So if you're, say, 5 users, you could have 3 users on CRM and 2 users on business. We can also do and track customer service. So do you have a customer service team, help desk, engineers, technicians? They too could be using it, thereby sharing information with the sales and marketing teams. And Workbooks, as well as it being a great personal productivity tool, it's a management tool as well to help you make decisions, to help you control your business more effectively. Now, Workbooks is 100% cloud, as I've said already, nothing to install. It's a UK system. It's very, very secure. Workbooks has been certified in all of the 6 releases of the UK government G-Cloud certification program. Bit of a mouthful, but basically it's nice and secure. It's very reliable. Last year, we had an uptime of 99.99%. And it's very popular. In the last 3 years in the UK, we've won the networking industry CRM product of the year, which we're very proud of. So just focusing in a little bit more detail on some of those aspects. So at the heart of any CRM system is the information about our customer. So you've got a ready-made database with Workbooks. You can be up and running very, very quickly. Now it is very customizable. Shortly when I show you the system, nearly all of the screens can be changed by you. You don't need to be a programmer. It's very easy when you see a screen to take fields away, take columns away, add fields to it. Very, very straightforward. You can also have different levels of security in there as well. So if you're a bigger team and you want certain people to not see any information or do certain things in the system, you can define different user roles, different access levels to prevent people doing things that they shouldn't. Of course, we're using Workbooks to manage all of your daily activities. It's controlling your working day, your phone calls, your client meetings. Any tasks and activities are tracked in the system, thereby building up a wonderful history of everything you've done and your colleagues have done with that customer. We can integrate with any email system. We've got a rather nice integration with Outlook. This is an add-on option. I'll come on to prices at the end of the session, but the Outlook integration allows you to integrate your emails as you're sending and receiving your emails. They can be copied together with the attachments into the client's record. And we can also share your calendar and your contacts in a bi-directional way as well. Included in your subscription, we'll work with any browser, by the way. Included in your subscription is access via any mobile device and a tablet. So wherever you are, whatever device you've got access in real time to all of your valuable client information. Now, an important aspect of Workbooks and any decent CRM system is the ability to use the data proactively to market in a targeted way to your prospects and customers. And that's exactly what we can do with Workbooks. And we do focus on this in other weekly presentations. But thinking about, first of all, how do you get data into Workbooks? Well, we've got a nice import capability with the system. We can import in a CSV type format, separated values. So if you've got data in Excel right now or similar, it's very easy to upload that information into Workbooks. We can also integrate with any web form on your website. So if you've got a form on your Contact Us page on your website, that can be integrated to Workbooks. So as people fill in their information, it automatically creates a lead record in the Workbook system, and it will alert you automatically to this new incoming lead. Now, before doing any marketing campaign, we've got an easy way of creating a target list, a list of the people that we want to market to. And we integrate as standard with three very popular email marketing systems, MailChimp, Constant Contact, and .mailer. MailChimp's probably the most popular one. I find that when I speak with our customers, at least a third of companies that we're dealing with are using MailChimp already. It's very easy to use and has a free trial capability. If you're mailing, if you have a subscriber list under 2,000, you can use it for free. So with this integration with MailChimp or the others, you create your list in Workbooks. That list is uploaded to one of those systems. No need to export or import information. MailChimp will design a nice looking email for you. It would deliver the email to your customers. And then with the integration, automatically we can see the responses to that campaign coming back into Workbooks. So we can see against a client's record the emails they've been sent, what they opened, what did they click on, and looking at hard bounce and opt-out information as well. So what we're going to focus on today is managing the sales process by tracking your opportunities, and part of that could be that you could use the sales quotation capability in Workbooks. So both CRM Edition and Business Edition allow you to create quotes. It can store your price list in the system. We can store numerous different quote layouts for different sales quotation situations. It would deliver the quote in a secure PDF format of our email. We can email directly from the Workbook system to save you time. That's all tracked. All these emails are tracked in the history of the client, but a nice way of designing the layout with your logo, your T's and C's. And these quotes that you do can be integrated with the opportunity, the record of the sales project, the record of the inquiry. Summarizing the opportunity is summarizing what do we hope to get from this customer, what's the nature of the opportunity, its description, its type, its value. When is it going to come in? What's the probability of getting the deal? Who are the competitors? Who are the decision makers? Workbooks is going to give you answers to all of these questions with the use of the opportunities. And then thinking about the sales process, if you're using Business Edition and the customer wants to place an order with you, that too can be tracked through Workbooks. Create the ability to create sales orders, invoices, credit notes, record customer payments, create purchase orders to suppliers. All that can be done through Workbooks. Also, we do integrate with Sage 50 in the UK. If you've got Sage accounts, we can integrate with that as well, again to save you time and to prevent the rekeying of double entry of information. Brief mention about customer service. So another dimension to Workbooks. This is included with every edition. The ability to track service calls on a separate screen. It's all very customizable. You can apply deadlines to those calls. You're building up a trend of history of these issues and what were they and what was the resolution to those problems. So in a way, you're building up a knowledge base as time goes on, a wonderful resource of information to help you resolve future issues. Now, final slide before I dive into the demo proper, putting your manager's hat on here. Using Workbooks, we've got a great way of managing these sales activity levels. We can see what's going on in our business as regards leads coming in, sales activities, calls being made, client visits, and so on, looking at all those key metrics. Of course, a key thing is the opportunity and being able to see all of those opportunities. We have a report writer included with Workbooks. There's about 50 or so ready-made reports that come with Workbooks. You can create your own as well. You can create charts from those reports. You can output the reports to Excel. And also we include, complementary to that, our dashboards, which many software applications feature as well. Nice visual pie charts, line charts, bar graphs, summarizing, again, key performance indicators in your business. Okay, so let's dive into Workbooks proper. Now this morning I'm showing Workbooks to you via Chrome. It will work with any browser, it'll work with an Apple, and there's a slightly different interface if you're using a mobile or a tablet. But here in Chrome, we can see here, I've just logged in, it's got that familiar look and feel already. It looks like your Windows desktop with the Start button down there in the bottom left-hand corner. And just to the right of that, there's a Google-like search box. You can type in any word or phrase and it will find it for you wherever it exists as a customer record or an opportunity record or part of an email. It will find it for you. But from that Start button and the Start menu here, we've got access to all of the important elements building up the CRM solution with right at the top there, records of people that you deal with and companies that you deal with. There's your activities. What activities have you got to do today? Emails that you've received or sent, support issues, sales, looking at your leads, looking overall at all of your opportunities, quotes. If you're a marketing person, what campaigns have you got on the go at the moment? Creating your mailing lists, managing products and services. If you're a financial person, looking at your financial transactions. So everything's no more than a few clicks away. It's easy to navigate your way around the system. So first of all, let's dive into organizations. Let's see a list of all of the companies in my system. So here they are, rather like an Excel spreadsheet, summarized row by row here. You can decide on this window what columns you see. I'm just displaying the organization name, primary phone number, location, and name of salesperson. But you can insert loads of extra columns in there as you wish. And down the left-hand side, we can also put these organizations into different groups or lists, or Workbooks calls them views. So if you quickly want to jump into all of your prospects, quickly it will show that to you, or show me all of my suppliers. Easy to dive around these different lists. Now let's just go into a company record here. Imagine we've got a client called Atlantic Computer Services. And this new window that's appeared, notice the tabs running across the top there. Initially we're on the main tab. This is the key information about this company. Now this is an example of what Workbooks gives you. If you started using Workbooks right now, this is what you get. But you can change this screen. You can remove things from here if they're not relevant. You can add new custom fields to this screen. And you can search on any of this information. You can create your marketing lists on any of this information. You can report on any of this information. So that's the main information about the client. And then running through these tabs across the top there, we can see more information. Nice little numerical indication there, the number of records lurking below on that tab. So general notes or files relating to this customer. Activities, 43 activities recorded with this company. Here we can see all of the phone calls due, meetings, tasks that are being completed, their status, and who's doing what to who and when and why. Emails, as I said earlier, we can interface with any email system. You'll see the emails here exactly as you saw them in Outlook or the other email application you might be using. Who are all the people that work in this company? There may not be just one person, there could be multiple people. They're all there. Opportunities, and this is what we're going to discuss in a little bit more detail. We can see there's 2 opportunities on the go here. Transactions are financial transactions, so this will list and allow you to drill down and see quotes, orders, invoices, contracts. If you're a service person, these are the support cases or tickets. There's 12 of them here against this company. We can dive and drill down and see more information about those. If you're a marketing person, what campaigns are on the go with this client and what's the status of those campaigns with this customer? So Everything's very easily accessible. You can customize these tabs, by the way. If some of this information isn't relevant to you, it won't be displayed. Right, opportunities. So we can see here there's a few opportunities on the go, and if I dive into one of these two opportunities, up pops a new window, now showing me all the information about this potential sale. Like we saw with the company record, we've got those tabs, those consistent tabs running across the top there, allow me to drill down and see more detailed information about this opportunity. Initially though, we're on the main tab. This is the key information about this opportunity. And again, this is pretty much standard workbooks. This is what you get when you start using the system, but deliberately you can change this. You can remove fields from here. You can add new fields. But as you might expect, we've got a name of the opportunity. Notice this field has got a dark blue left-hand border. It's a mandatory field. So you can make fields on the screen required fields. You can't escape without putting something in there. When is the order going to close by? What's the stage of negotiations with this client? So do you in your company, do you think of inquiries going through different stages? Do you use some kind of sales methodology, and workbooks could be adapted to match that? Now these are just, this drop-down list here is just an example of what workbooks gives you. You can zap all these and put in your own terminology. Interestingly, that stage, where are we at in the sales cycle, can be made to automatically adjust the probability, the likelihood of us getting this order. So here in my example, I've got stage 3 closing. We're going through some kind of closing stage. Well, maybe we're doing quite well and we're awaiting the order. There we are. Do you see the probability has jumped up to 80%? You can change that little rule there. What's the category of solution? What's the name of the salesperson? Every record in workbooks has an owner. Who is responsible for this thing? Who's responsible for this customer? Who has to do that call? Who has responsibility over this sales opportunity? That's there. What's the type of opportunity? Maybe you've got different types of sales. You can track that there. Now, importantly, we want to know, where did this inquiry come from? So key to any decent CRM system is the ability to track your source, the various sources, to know where your business comes from, and then over time to measure the value, the ROI on this marketing activity, and the actual value of business you're getting, and relating to that the name of the campaign as well. Now in the lower half of the screen is an example of, if you wish to record the individual products and services that build up this opportunity. And from here, if you wish, you can then create a quote, order, or invoice. We do feature this in other weekly presentations. So if you want to, you can do your sales quote from here. Or again, all very customizable. These columns that you see here are just examples of what workbooks gives you. You can customize those. Now, running across the top of the opportunity window, we've got all those tabs. So we can see, if you want to, you can see all of the activities specific to this opportunity. Emails backwards and forwards to the customer specific to this opportunity are there. We recognize that you might be dealing with more than one person on this opportunity, different buyer roles, different decision makers, key users that you're talking to. So they may be records in your workbook system. We can link to those, as indeed we can link to other organizations. Maybe there's other partners that we're working with on this particular opportunity. So there we are, a particular opportunity relating to a particular company there, easy to access that information. And I just pop back to the main company screen, this is one way. Workbooks gives you normally multiple ways of creating new records. So this is one way of creating a new opportunity from there. So that was one opportunity. Now, you're standing back now, how do you see the wood for the trees? How do you see all of your opportunities? Well, quite simply, you go back to your start button and your start menu here, and up into our sales section. This is where you can see at a glance all of the opportunities on the go right now. Like we saw earlier with a summary view of all of our companies in the system, this now is displaying all of the opportunities, and we can customize the columns that we see here in the summary view. And just like Excel, you can click on these columns here and you can sort things in ascending or descending order, or you can use, on nearly every screen in Workbooks, you'll see a little filter button. This is where you can drill down and say to Workbooks, I only want to see opportunities above a certain value, or closing this month, or above this stage, or sales for salesperson Mary. So easy ways of drilling down there. Another way of seeing at a glance, seeing some kind of a summary of what's going on there, is via dashboards. So we have customizable dashboards in Workbooks. This is just an example of one that you could easily create. Imagine we've got a number of different salespeople and we're working on our sales over different stages. So this is summarizing all of those sales locked up in those different stages by a salesperson. And complementary to this, we have a report writer as well, if you want to be able to print out and or maybe dump into Excel more detailed information about your opportunities. Then there's a full reporting system also. So that's a quick overview there of the opportunity management system in Workbooks, and a brief, for those of you that haven't seen Workbooks before, a brief overview of the interface. Very easy to use, very easy to navigate your way around the system. Looks just like your Windows desktop. It's got that very familiar look and feel. I'd now like to just cover some pricing of Workbooks. So there's an annual subscription with the system based on the number of named users that you need. So here we are. These are the two editions, CRM edition and business edition. Remember, business edition does everything that CRM does, plus the financial stuff, creating orders and invoices, credit notes, and recording customer payments. So you need to add VAT on top of this. We do also have some add-on options that you may want to consider. For example, there's the Outlook add-on. This allows you to share your emails with Workbooks and also share in a bi-directional way your activities, your tasks, your calendar, and your contacts. Be realistic with your CRM project. What help do you need from an experienced company like Wizard Systems with over 3,000 installations under our belts? What help do you need in getting the system set up? Do you want us to do everything for you, or maybe do you want to be shown how to do things and then you set your own system up? We can adapt to two different ways of deploying this solution. A DIY type job where we could give you a little bit of initial coaching and training, and you then go off and implement your own system and train your colleagues how to use it, but we can still be in the background to assist you if you get stuck along the way. Alternatively, if we know exactly what you want to do, what you want to be set up, we can consult with you and do the whole thing for you and train all your staff on how to use it. Okay, so as I normally do on our weekly sessions, we come to our question section. So please, if you've got any questions, please feel free to type those into your question section. I'll do my best to answer. So I'll just give out your first name, by the way, to protect your privacy. First question from Andy. Can you have different types of different types of opportunities? Yes, you can, Andy. In fact, a clever part, I didn't explain, a clever part of Workbooks is the ability to, all of those different records I showed you, record of a company, record of opportunities, they can all have different layouts. So if you have different types of opportunities, some requiring you to store different sorts of information as compared with other types of opportunities, that's what you can do with Workbooks. You can define different form layouts, different screen layouts for these different types of opportunities. So Andy, definitely yes. Next question from Myra. We currently track opportunities in Excel. Why is this better? Well, first of all, with Workbooks, it's been designed to track opportunities, and these opportunities are visible against client records. So you can see potentially a lot more information about what's going on there. Also, with a CRM system, it's more easily shareable with your team, whereas Excel can be maybe just one user at a time. And also being able to access it wherever you are, and being able to report on that information in an easy way with those dashboards. So there are several significant advantages of using a CRM system for tracking opportunities rather than a solitary Excel spreadsheet. And of course, it's ready-made. You can start using it in a few minutes, whereas with Excel, you've got a bit of planning and thought before you dive in there. Next question from Mitchell. What's the cost of the contracts module? That's like a separate screen to allow you to track all the information about a contract, and that's an extra £48 per user that needs that functionality. £48 per user per year, Mitchell, for the number of users that need that capability. Okay, let's just see if there's any more questions. I don't think there's any more questions coming through there, so it just remains for me to say thanks very much again for your time this morning. Hopefully that's given you a good overview of Workbooks and a little bit more detail around opportunity management. Remember that you can trial the system for yourself. There's a free trial on the workbooks.com website. No credit card required, very easy to sign up and play around with the system. And finally, if you need a more detailed discussion with yourself so we can go over your requirements, please let me know. Contact any of us at Wizard Systems, or my name is Tim Wilmot, tim@wizard-systems.com. There's our phone number. We'd be more than happy in discussing your CRM project. So thanks very much for your time today, and hope to hear from you soon. Thanks very much indeed.